welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will address how, where, and why to get a Havanese. If you haven't already, check out NewVet. They're a really good supplement for dogs and puppies. I have it on my website as well as linked in the description. If you use my code, it just gives me credit. We've been using them for a long time, well before I even started videos. We just really love them. I'll make a separate video on why we love NewVet and all of the benefits, but you can check out a few here. The question I've been getting a lot in my emails and messages and comments is, do I have puppies? Right now, I am on maternity leave for the rest of the year. I don't anticipate having any more puppies the rest of this year. I don't know what next year will look like quite yet. We are just kind of adjusting to our new normal now, so I don't want to bring puppies into that because it is a whole lot of work. I want to make sure that I'm committed to something 100% if they're here, and right now that means I am just going to focus on our new addition to the family and finding our new normal and get that really down before I add anything else in. But like I've said in the comments, I'm happy to help you find a Havanese near you or someone who can help you find a Havanese that's near you as well. Another question I get asked a lot is the cost. So due to all of the pandemic stuff that's going on with COVID, the price increases I have seen are ranging from $25 to upwards of $3,000. Typically you see from $1,500 to about $3,000 anyway, so they haven't drastically moved, though most people have gone to the higher end now because the demand is so high. And I know for some people that price is going to be out, so I will talk where you can get a Havanese that will fit into your budget and your life. First, I want to talk about why you should get one. So you should know the breed if you're planning specifically to get a Havanese, because there's certain things that you should know about a Havanese before you actually get one. The first thing is, are you ready to add a puppy into your life, or even an adult Havanese? Are you ready, meaning do you have the time? Are you ready to add a puppy into your life? This is a big adjustment that happens when you add a dog into your life. So you want to really be sure that you're ready for that before you start moving on to trying to find one, because you can fall in love with a cute puppy really quick, but you want to make sure you're ready before you start seeing all of these cute puppy photos. Next thing is, will you have the time after the COVID and other life adjustments that are going on right now? Will you have time after that? Do you just have time right now, and then will life change drastically once you start going back to work or back to school or any of these things? So if your life will still adjust well for the Havanese or puppy that you're adding into your life, then you're ready to move on to searching for one. But if you think your life is going to switch drastically once a lot of this starts to resolve itself, then I would suggest that you wait until you see what your new normal is going to look like once everything comes back before you start adding a puppy in. That's just the safest thing for everybody, including you, the puppy. You're going to need to train. There's going to be certain things that the puppy and you need of each other. And if life is going to change drastically and then having to adjust, that is going to be a lot harder than just waiting and adjusting once you know what to expect of your daily life. The next thing is, have you researched the breed? Now, you should know that Havanese are hypoallergenic, so that means you're either going to need to groom them yourself or you're going to need to pay to have them groomed. I don't know if grooming costs will go up as well, or if they already have. I groom mine myself. This is why I make videos as well. If you haven't seen those videos, I suggest you look at those if you're planning to groom your Havanese yourself, or if you just want to think about that before you start looking for a puppy to see if that's something that you can do on your own. Or if not, typically you can see anywhere from $50 to $100 of grooming costs. That's about a monthly thing that you need to take into account of what your Havanese is going to need. Also, they are what's considered a Velcro breed, so they are very attached to their owner. So if you're going to be gone for long periods of time, this isn't a great fit for you. About an 8-hour normal shift is pretty good on a Havanese. They don't mind that too terribly much. They love to interact, so that's something that you need to be aware of. You really need to research this breed and know if they are a great fit for you. I am biased, so I think Havanese are a really great fit for most first-time pets, but obviously most of the people that I talk to are already on the search for Havanese. The next thing is cost. Obviously, like I mentioned before, the cost. Can you afford the cost? Is it too costly for you? If it is, there's other options for you. You don't necessarily have to go straight to a breeder. There are other options to get a Havanese to you, or if you're just looking to add a puppy again, these are still things you should consider, not necessarily just with Havanese, but with all puppies or dogs that you're thinking about bringing into your life. So COVID is really affecting things. So with COVID affecting things, we're seeing price increases. We're seeing the demand skyrocketing for it, not even just Havanese, but for just dogs in general. There's just such a demand in dogs and puppies right now that it is very, very hard to come across a puppy. COVID is really affecting that, so that's something to keep in mind if you're looking for a puppy right now. The big thing is just don't feel rushed. Don't feel rushed into just getting a puppy just because it's available. So if you just wait and be patient, the perfect pup that's waiting for you is still out there. Don't feel rushed to getting one right that second. Everything works out the way that it should, so you should just be patient and wait for the right moment to add a puppy. Make sure that you're trusting who you're getting the puppy from or the dog from, and make sure that it feels right, that you're ready. All these things need to connect so you'll have the best possible start to introducing this little pup into your life. So also another question I get is recommendations from me. If you message me or email me, I'm more than happy to give you a recommendation to people that I know specifically. I won't give that on this video just because some of my subscribers are from all over the place, and since I am based out of Texas, I want to be able to give you a recommendation that's closest to you. You want to find a breeder that's the closest to you, or a shelter or a rescue. It's just easiest on the puppy, easiest on you. You can go see them, meet them. There's no flying, especially with everything that's going on right now. You really want something that's close by you. So I won't give recommendations specifically on this video, but contact me. I'm happy to help and help you find one if this video doesn't help. Some of the great qualities of Havanese, if you're looking for Havanese specifically, they're very eager to please, which makes them, in my opinion, very easy to train. They're just always looking for any type of praise, and that is really, really great for training. Their lifespan is about 14 years old, so you should know that. You should research that and make sure you know that Havanese, you're in for about 14 years roughly. A toy breed, they're very small, they're a lap size, very sturdy toy size. They don't feel fragile. They're a very sturdy, nice, comfortable lap size dog. That's why I personally think they're really great for children, because they're not fragile, and they're very loving. And because they're very loving, they're again deemed a Velcro dog. They are very willing for hugs and cuddles and lots of attention and pets and belly rubs and all of these things. They're very, very, very loving. So that's a really great quality in Havanese. Cons that people might see: they don't do well alone for long periods of time. They love contact, so if you don't want a dog that's constantly wanting your attention or just gleaming for any type of eye contact or wanting to be on your lap, you might need to think about a different breed as well. The Havanese is very, very affectionate, so that is something to keep in mind. If you're in need of a paper shredder, then this isn't a con, but if you like your papers not shredded, Havanese like to shred paper, toilet paper, newspaper, it does not matter. That's just the only con I've really ever seen with Havanese, is that they love to tear up paper. They don't even eat it, they just shred it. Their con can be grooming, because it's either time consuming and takes a little bit of practice, or again, it's an added cost monthly. So that's something to keep in mind. That could be a possible con. If you're just looking for a puppy in general, not specifically a Havanese, then a good option for you would be a shelter or a rescue, to adopt a dog or a puppy from one of those places. Shelter and rescues, obviously your costs will be significantly lower than getting from a breeder, so that is a great option for many people. And especially if you're just looking to add a canine into your family, then shelters and rescues are really, really great places to start. And a lot of those pups really do need homes. So if you're not looking for specific breed qualities to add into your home for specific reasons, then that's a really great option for you. Overall, just make sure that you really thought this through, that you've researched, you've gone through all of this little somewhat of a checklist, and that you're ready to commit. Once you're ready to commit, then start searching. Good places to start are going to be like your AKC marketplace is a great place to start to try and find an AKC registered Havanese. You can also check breeders.net. That's a great place to look sometimes. I'm not a huge fan of Puppy Find, because some puppy mills do use that, but sometimes if you're willing to do a lot of the legwork and ask a whole lot of questions, Puppy Find might be a great option as well. And then again, shelters and rescues, if you're looking for a specific breed, There are breed-specific rescues as well. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. There's only more videos to come. I have more grooming videos coming and then more training videos. Just the basics of training as well coming so that y'all can teach those to your pups. So there's just various things coming, so stay tuned. And as always, thank you so much for watching.